and welcome to CIO News. I am Khushbu Soni, a host for the broadcast and a contributing editor at CIO News. This is a recorded session and will be available on our website, that is cionews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn. This is an exclusive fireside chat powered by Avaya on transformation through customer experience. Businesses are built by the experiences they provide, and every day millions of those experiences are delivered by Avaya. Avaya is shaping what's next for the future of work with innovation and partnerships that deliver game-changing business benefits. I'm excited to introduce our guest for today. He's Mr. Arup Chaudhary, the Chief Information Officer at Everready Industries Limited. Arup has 25 years of rich experience, worked for more than 20 years in Everready Industries. Arup has led several digital transformation strategies for Everready and has expertise in the areas of supply chain, JD Edwards, Oracle E-Business Suite, CRM applications, and cloud. Arup, it's an absolute pleasure to have you.
Thank you. The pleasure is all mine.
Great. Sir, I also have Saurabh Lakhanpal with me. He is our moderator for today's session. And Saurabh is also a domain specialist across Avaya's customer experience solutions. Saurabh is an CX advocate with more than 12 years of experience in providing contact center and workforce optimization solutions. Saurabh has worked in roles like pre-sales, solution consulting, sales specialist across leading global organizations. Saurabh, welcome again.
Thanks, Khushbu. Good to be here again. And welcome, Mr. Arup.
Thank you.
So the first question, I'll directly start with the questions. And, the first question that I have, and, it's the first question that I ask every member that we invite for this interview, right? So how are you managing your customer experience?
So we are managing customer experience through contact centers. Okay, and through a Salesforce automation solution, and we also have a CRM solution. So basically all integrated into one, and that's how it is being done. It is being, the contact center is being run from Calcutta itself. And the customers, whatever experiences they have, they go into that channel and they do it. Right now, we don't have anything in the customer portal space. We only handle it through contact centers as of this point in time.
Mm-hmm. And with the pandemic coming in and the lockdown that we are in, right? We were in the lockdown, and now there are the restrictions have been lowered down. But with this, what happened? What we have seen in the industry is the use of digital channels has increased a lot. The use of WhatsApp for business, or the email channel, chat channel, or people coming on the digital channels as well for interacting with the industries or with the businesses. So from your point of view, are you utilizing those channels as well, or those are something? Yeah.
No, yes. You see, if you look at our kind of business, being in the FMCG industry, so there are two kinds of channels that we have. One is the general trade, and the other is the modern trade. Okay. Now, general trade channel, the person going into the field has reduced quite a bit because of the lockdown. But then the business has to go on. So that is where we were using WhatsApp chats with our sales team and the corresponding distributors. Okay. And also, because of the Salesforce automation solution in place, we have visibility in the inventory that is there in the market, and based on which the supplies were planned. So because the Salesforce was not constantly interacting with the customer face to face, with the distributor rather face to face, so that is where WhatsApp chats and general chats and emails, those channels were being used.
Mm-hmm. And when we talk about your industry specifically, it's majorly run through distributors, right?
Yes.
Either distributors or retailers, right?
Retailers.
So from your perspective, it's managing the experience for your customers and managing the experience for your retailers or distributors as well, right? Because if their experience is good, they would promote your brand as well. So you know if I talk to a normal industry, I mean, not from the this segment but an enterprise segment, for them CX has a different meaning altogether. How do you measure your CX in your scenario with so many stakeholders at place?
No, because in our case, customer experience ends at the retailer level. Because we are if you have to see that we are into multiple lines of business. Okay, in some lines of business, like in the lighting or in the home appliances, rather the kitchen appliances part, end customer is our customer experience point. But
Hmm.
if you look at batteries and torches and rechargeable batteries and alkaline batteries and all these things, there our customer experience stops at the retailer level. We
Hmm.
don't go down to tertiary, so we don't go down to the end consumer.
Hmm.
Okay,
Right.
so we have to manage the retailers well, we have to manage the distributors well, and there are wholesalers as well, so we have to manage them. So these are multiple things that we manage. At the same time, for the other lines of business like lighting and appliances, we have to manage the end consumer as well. So
Right.
customer experience at the end consumer also matters in these two lines of businesses.
Hmm. Right. And let's talk about technology. I think that would be more relevant to you, as you're handling the technology for everyday industries. So when we talk about technology, there are two key buzzwords that we hear a lot. The first one is cloud. So
Yeah.
from your perspective, how are you utilizing cloud, or still planning to do that, or already on cloud? So
we
what's
are
your thought process on that?
Yeah, we are already on cloud. Our CRM solution is on the cloud. Our SFA solution, the Salesforce automation solution, is on the cloud with a small application at the mobile phone end as well. And our disaster recovery site is also on the cloud. So
Mhm.
we have been using cloud extensively for I think more than 4.5 years now.
Mhm. So, and there is one concern also which I have heard from a lot of people when I talk in the industry, when they are using cloud, is around the security of of the data that they are using and all that. So what advice would you want to give to the viewers who are viewing it, that how do you circumvent that security thing, or do you think the cloud solutions are those that secure that you can take all the applications there? What's your viewpoint around that?
See, my viewpoint in this is very simple. The cloud service providers, whoever provides services to the cloud for the cloud, are the most secure ones. It is their bread and butter. So they have to be secure. They have no choice. I think we are more insecure in-house rather than on the cloud. So I don't have any problem with security as far as cloud is concerned.
That's great to hear, and I think some of the viewers will take note of that. So the next technology buzzword, or which is more popular than cloud as well, as the AI and ML. Right, usage of AI and ML technologies in various facets of the industries, even in the normal usage as well. So how are you utilizing it, and what are the things that you are doing through AI and ML technologies, and how are you improving actually your customer experience using that?
So see, as far as machine learning is concerned, that is something that we have not implemented as of this point in time, because our manufacturing plants are mainly batteries
Hmm.
and torches. We don't manufacture anything else as of this point in time. So their machine learning is not of much importance, but AI is something that we have implemented in chats. Okay, in assist in Salesforce Assist
Hmm.
that we use uh, for route planning, for different kind of things. AI is something that we have also implemented in the procure to pay cycle. Okay, so where this this constant mundane tasks of making payments, downloading bank statements, matching of them, reconciliation. So these things are something where we have implemented some amount of AI in that, along with along with the robotic process automation.
All right.
So,
And yeah.
so this is it basically.
Okay. And the last question, and which is around the current situation itself, pandemic, right? So the enterprises or the companies who have taken the work to home, but for you, because it's all retailer based and distributor based. So how are you managing, or how have you managed the pandemic situation, the work from home situation, and has technology played a part in that in improving those initial hiccups?
Yeah, in fact, we had no choice but to do work from home. Right now, we are continuing with that with a 50% attendance in the office, but that is mainly for the back office kind
Mhm.
of people. But for production, people have to go to factories to produce,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
For sales, people have to go to the market. But we have reduced the
Mm.
journey cycle, so
Mhm.
that the, there is an even spread of sales force in the field. What we have done is we have automated their work from home experience by providing proper network and security
Mhm.
to access the applications that are hosted in the in the DC
Mhm.
and also in the cloud, so that they have a seamless work experience even if they are working from home. Uh, Other than that, wherever there are remote areas where people staying in remote places where the network is not so good, that is one area where we face challenges, and we try to tie up with whoever is best in that particular area to give the connectivity, whether it is
Mhm.
through broadband cable or through DTH or whichever way. So that's how we managed so far, and that's how we will manage going forward as well.
Yep. So that concludes my questions. Thank you for your valuable insights, Mr. Roop. Khushbu, over to you.
Thanks, Saurav, for driving this. Wonderful insights, Mr. Arup. Thank you for sharing your journey with us on this platform and joining us today for the interview.
Thank you.